Have you ever realized too late that the last time was actually the last time? The last laugh, the last hug, the last conversation, and you didn't even know it. This is the story of a man, a chair, and a lesson that came far too late. Every evening, like clockwork, there was a chair by the window. It wasn't fancy. It wasn't remarkable. But to those who noticed, it was always there, a quiet presence in the room. That chair belonged to Elias. Elias wasn't loud. He didn't demand attention. He never boasted, never posted his achievements. He just asked the simplest questions. Did you eat today? How are you feeling? To everyone else he was ordinary, but to me, he was the person who always showed up. I didn't realize it at the time, but I depended on that chair and on Elias. Whenever life felt heavy, I would find him there, sitting, listening, nodding. Sometimes sharing a story, sometimes just a quiet smile. He had this way of making you feel seen without saying much at all. The world could be spinning out of control. But for those few minutes, sitting across from him, everything felt anchored. It was a silent promise that you weren't alone. I always thought, tomorrow I'll talk to him more. Tomorrow I'll show I care. Tomorrow I'll return that kindness. I pictured all the things I'd share with him when I finally had more time. I'd tell him how much his quiet support meant, how his simple presence was a lifeline on my toughest days. But tomorrow is a very convenient, very dangerous place to store our intentions. Life got busy. Work, responsibilities, distractions, calls went unanswered. Visits were delayed with a simple, next week. Elias never complained. He never said a word. He just waited. I'd see his name on my phone and think, I'll call back later tonight. But the night would come and go, swallowed by exhaustion or another urgent task. Next week became the week after, and soon a month had passed. The guilt was a quiet hum in the back of my mind, easily silenced by the noise of everyday life. Then one evening I arrived, and the chair was empty. At first, I thought maybe he was out, but hours passed, days passed. The chair never filled. The room felt colder, quieter, heavier. It was as if the entire balance of the space had shifted. The sunlight that used to fall on the worn fabric of the chair now just hit the cold, empty floor. The silence wasn't peaceful anymore. It was deafening. I replayed every moment in my mind, every call I didn't make, every visit I postponed, every I'll do it tomorrow that never came. Each missed opportunity was a ghost, haunting the empty space where he used to be. I remembered the last time I saw him. I was in a rush, just waving a quick goodbye as I headed out the door. I didn't even look back. I thought there would be 100 more goodbyes, 1,000 more hellos. It hit me slowly, painfully. Elias wasn't gone because he wanted to leave. Time simply ran out. At his funeral, I stood in silence. I watched people talk about how kind he was, how he always showed up. And I realized all this time I had taken him for granted. I had treated his constant presence like the sunrise, assuming it would always be there, day after day. He had never demanded recognition, never forced me to notice him. And I had never truly appreciated him while he was here. The chair wasn't empty because he left. It was empty because I waited too long to show I cared. That empty chair was a monument to my neglect, a symbol of all the love I failed to give when it mattered most. I went home that day and I sat in a chair. The silence was unbearable, but it was also a teacher. It forced me to confront the truth I had been avoiding. I thought about all the people I love, my friends, my family, and how often I postponed telling them, showing them, appreciating them. How many times have I said, we should catch up soon, knowing soon was a placeholder for never? How many texts have I read and forgotten to reply to? Leaving someone I care about on the other end, waiting? I promised myself I wouldn't wait. No more putting off hugs, messages, visits. No more waiting for the perfect time to say, I love you. The time is now. I picked up my phone, not to scroll, but to call. I sent messages, not out of obligation, but out of a deep, urgent need to connect. I made plans not for someday, but for tomorrow. Because tomorrow is no longer a storage unit, it's a deadline. One day, someone you love will be gone, and you won't get a warning. No countdown, no final reminder. It will just be a normal Tuesday, and then suddenly, their chair will be empty. So, don't wait. Tell people you care. Sit in the chair with them. Laugh with them. Listen. Hug. Appreciate. Because life is short, and moments don't wait. Don't let your love be something that's only spoken in eulogies. Let it be felt in the here and now, in the small, ordinary moments that make up a life. And one day, when you look at an empty chair, you'll understand exactly what you've lost. But hopefully, you'll also have the comfort of knowing you left nothing unsaid, nothing undone. Fill your chairs. Don't wait for tomorrow. Thanks for watching.